Hello, Dr. Beverly. My name is Connor Davis, and my presentation will be over the 1986 blockbuster film Top Gun. This is my all-time favorite film because it captures my personality, and the relationships that Pete Mitchell encounters are very similar to the ones I have encountered in my life so far. The film's dialogue, cockiness, tension, danger, and just plain edginess are aspects of the film that I will break down using its mise en scène, characters, symbolism, and/or film narrative. The elements feature prominently in getting the main idea of the blockbuster hit of the summer of 1986. Pete Maverick, his appropriately named call sign Mitchell, is a naval fighter pilot who, along with his co-pilot Nick Goose Bradshaw, are named to the Navy's weapons school, flight school, Top Gun. In this school, Maverick's impromptu flying skills clash with the safe flying of another aspiring pilot, Tom Iceman Kazansky. With these different styles, Maverick and Iceman become natural rivals, often overcompensating in the air to prove which one of them is better than the other. This element of the film shows great masculinity, with two hotshot pilots with massive egos battling it out in an attempt to win the ultimate prize. With movies like Terminator, Rambo, and Die Hard, Top Gun doesn't feature the type of killing that the typical action film in the 1980s has. While there's still something to be said for good hand-to-hand combat, watching jets battle it out at 20,000 feet is mesmerizing. The man in me is in awe of the aerial combat between Maverick and his fellow pilots, which is the main appeal, calling card if you will, of Top Gun. Mise en scène in Top Gun plays a crucial role in how the movie is perceived. On the surface, when you see the title of the film, you assume it's a war movie of some sorts, fought on the ground. At this point in history, there are not many movies made for entertainment that centered on fighter pilots. Like most branches of the United States military, you're required to be in uniform at all times, but this obviously involves some exemptions. The only times that Maverick and company appear without their uniform is in class, after training, or when going off base. The flight gear, which is iconic in the film, is one of the main ways someone can tell what movie it is. The distinct helmets worn by the combatants, with their call sign on the bill, are a unique look for Top Gun. The setting of the film is equally important. Top Gun is mainly told within the Navy's fighter weapons school in Miramar, San Diego. It's here where arguably the most recognized scene in the movie takes place, when Maverick races a fighter jet, taking off with his cross-rocket motorcycle. The lighting in the movie is also very important. Many scenes, like in the beginning when the plane takes off, while Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone plays in the background. Also, the love scene between Maverick and his teacher Charlotte have a very distinct lighting scene. Only the silhouettes of their bodies are shown to create the feeling of intense attraction. The style of acting in this film is typical of the action film genre. The focus is not on the interactions between characters, it's rather placed on the aerial combat skills of the actors. These skills tell more about the character than their words ever will. Maverick and Iceman were clashing personalities, and it shows in the air as well. Movie critic Chris Nashatoy writes, "Maverick is America. Either you love it or you hate it." Top Gun went on to become the top-grossing movie in 1986. This was helped by the increasing tension between the USSR and the United States during Reagan's America. Reagan was applying major pressure on the USSR to demolish the Berlin Wall and officially end the Cold War. Maverick is an exact metaphor for the Reagan-era America. He's cocky, extremely skillful, and has an ultimate goal in mind that he indeed wants to accomplish. And further to prove this point, after Top Gun was released, membership in the United States Navy increased rapidly. People really connect with this film because it's made cool to enlist in the military and help defend your country. It made it seem like being a fighter pilot was one of the greatest things someone could ever do in their life. And when I saw it, I know it made me feel that way. Top Gun was a box office success because it did a fantastic job of connecting with everyday people. The average American has always wanted to be someone like Maverick, confident, arrogant, good-looking, and a ruthless soldier who will spare no techniques to accomplish his mission's goal. Cold War played a major role in the making of the film. It was intentionally written to make Maverick and Iceman have an inevitable clash, which is what everyone thought would happen between the United States and the USSR. But it ultimately never took place. Although in 1986 was at the back end of the war, the fear of total annihilation was still there. Thank you, Dr. Beverly, for making me think deeper about a film when I watch it now. I now have the tools to critically analyze a film that I otherwise wouldn't have thought about if I didn't take this course. Your class has made a movie critic out of me that I have now thought about before. I've learned so much during the semester, from the history of film to the simpler elements of making one. Thank you very much.